Hello everybody, today I want to illustrate how to clean your data using the Janitor package in R. So I start by loading my packages. I prefer using Pacman to manage my packages. So Pacman is a package manager. What this piece of code does is it is going to download Pacman if it doesn't exist, and it is going to load it so that we can use it. Next, let us use Pacman to load the packages that we are going to use. And Janitor. The advantage of this approach, instead of using library, is that Pacman is going to download these packages if they don't already exist. So that is the advantage, and I think it improves your workflow considerably. Now let us look at our data. I have called it bad data deliberately because it is messy like every other data set. So let's have a look at our data. You can see why I'm calling it bad data. The first thing is that it doesn't have column headers. You can see they are all blanks. And why are they blank? Because the column headers appear as an observation in the first row. The data is bad because, again, you can see the column headers. They are in capital letters. They're missing, they have special characters in them, and so on. The second issue is that we have empty rows and an empty column down here. We also have constant value that may not be very useful for us. So for example, this column price. So how can we clean this? We can do this by, for example, starting by converting that first row into column names. We have a function called row to names in the Janitor package, and let us see what it does. You can see it has taken the first row and made it to be variable names, or the column names. The second issue we need to deal with is to clean up those names because they are very messy. And handily we have a function called clean names. What does clean names do? It converts the names into small letters, lowercase letters, then removes all special characters, and so on. The next thing we need to do is to remove the empty columns. See, we have NAs all through, so we have a function called remove empty. There you go, which can remove either rows or columns, or both rows and columns. In this case, let us deal with both rows and columns. Let's see what happens. You can see all the NAs have been removed, all the NA rows, all the NA columns have gone. So that is a very quick way of doing that. Of course, there are other ways of doing it in base R, but this is much faster. The next thing we need to do is to remove this column that has a constant value here. It may not be very useful for us now. So we can do what we call remove constant. There you go. And there we are. We have our clean data set. But apparently, under the variable weight, we got an underscore there. We can remove it by simply using set names. Or do we want to remove that underscore? Let it go. And there you go, we have our clean dataset. And so if you are interested in following my channel, please subscribe. I'm posting videos frequently. specifically dealing with R programming, Python, some SQL, live data analysis, and so on. But I thank you very much.